Oak Fest, and they could be there for the 3-day event and see what they, and if the school wants to test them on this through the process, then great. Get it so that they actually have it on their resume for their colleges, that they were part of this program. It would be a one-of-a-kind program in the state of Maine. It's an existing program, and it would be nice to see this run by the high school, or run by the schools, you know, with our participation on it. Trying to go and come up with more value for Oak Fest and generate a learning experience for the kids that are part of it. Any other thoughts?
Are you looking for approval from us to go ahead with this?
No, it's just a discussion piece. You know, if you had any thoughts or ideas like what Don just passed at me, then that's what I'm looking for.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Next up, moving on to manager's report, we got 3 items.
Yep, fire station progress. Things are moving along nicely over there. The update on that is we're going to be done with it the first week or so of February. There's a big push on the siding. That should be done at the end of this week. The inside, the bottleneck, from what I understand, is the mudding of the apparatus bay. Because they've got the office area is actually going to be complete right off quick, but they've got to get that painted in the apparatus bay so they can get the plumbing in for the fire prevention and the other hardware that's going into the ceiling. But other than that, it's going well. If you hadn't had a chance to get over there lately, stop in my office. I'll give you a personal tour. Place is really quite amazing, and it's taxpayers in Oakland are really getting a lot of bang for their buck on this project.
The lights outside are awesome, the new lights that are on.
Yeah, it's
really
cool.
cool.
It's going to be cool. Yeah, this whole campus is going to be beautiful when it's all done.
Looks really
And I
nice.
think that there's a lot of pride, a lot of positive comments from the public on it, so we're real happy with how it's turning out. The other item that I have on there is a solar array. I know there's probably been some questions as to what's going on with that. I've been in communication with Chuck from Sundog, and they were waiting on us for a site plan review from our municipal engineer. That's been completed and it's been turned in, and construction on the landfill is actually going to start taking place sometime this month. So you'll start seeing that move forward. They're not going to wait and do it in the spring. They want to do it while the ground's hard up there, and so that's going to be happening. Comp plan, Bob, would you like to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I got some notes. We met, the full committee met on the 16th of December, talked about the comp plan. It's now in a draft form. The plan is to this month, sometime in January, before the end of January, to get the draft copy to the council for the council to look at. And to then spend February and March with conversations with the council to see if there's anything the council really likes and wants to be expanded, or really doesn't like and wants to see changed. After that, in April, we plan to have a public hearing. The plan is kind of to have it in the new room in the fire station, if that's possible. The vote by the townspeople on the comprehensive plan as a whole will take place in June at the primary election. We would have, at least, I'll speak for myself, I would have preferred to have had it at a general election, but we, for various reasons, got too late in the game to have it last November. And we think that waiting until next November, or this coming November, is too long. At that point, we would have been at this for 3 years. People are starting to lose the memory of why we began and how it started. All the people who were involved in the initial discussions and meetings in town are now going to be more than 2 years away. So we think it's important to do it fairly soon, and we've decided to do that in June. I forgot to mention that in January, in addition to the council getting a copy of the comp plan, there will be a copy submitted to the state. The state needs to approve the comp plan. And so we're going to send them something in January so that they get to see it and make, we don't anticipate a problem, excuse me, we don't anticipate a problem. The state But if they have something they want to see changed, we'd like to know that sooner rather than later. After the election, assuming that the townspeople approve of it, in June and July, the council, June or July, the council will present a resolution to pass what the citizens just voted on. And at that point, the end of the summer, this summer, we will submit the final plan to the state with a pre-approval, we hope, so that everything goes smoothly. So we're on target. We got held up a little bit because some of the people who were important to the history and the departments in the town were busy doing other things in town government, and through no fault of anyone's, life sometimes gets changed, and this has got changed from last year till this June. So if I missed something,
We got it.
have any
Covered it all.
questions?
Perfect.
So it's going well. The people have worked really hard, and we expect good things in June.
That's all I have.
Oh, you had Mr. Bowman,
All set, thank you.
Mr. Dave Grover,
All set?
Mr. Bob,
I'm good.
I'm all set.
John,
All set.
Kelly.
I had one request. I had sent it to Gary earlier today, and he suggested I bring it to the full council. I'm sure you're all well aware that Heidi Taylor is retiring, or has retired. I'm working with a group of people to coordinate our annual trip to New York City, to the Fire Museum, Ground Zero, 9/11 Museum, Freedom Tower, Statue of Liberty, Rescue One, Fireboat 343, and a bunch of other places that we normally go. And I just thought it would be a wonderful gift to Hardy to gift the town, to gift him with 2 slots in that trip as a thank you for what he does. I mean, it's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime trip for him type thing. So that was my thought. It's $700 for 2 people for 3 nights and 4 days, lodging, admission, to have all the events, and that was just a thought I had the other day.
When's the trip coming?
It's in March.
The thing for Hardy is the 18th, I believe, it's a Saturday, week from this coming Saturday. I expect there'll be a big crowd there. I would hope there'd be a big crowd there. Is there a plan perhaps to ask people who are attending to chip in for that? Would that be unreasonable to
I hadn't thought.
have a bucket and let people chip in? I mean,
Or announce beforehand that there's whoever's involved, even if they're not going, we want to give him a gift in his retirement, and that could be the gift.
I think people would be very honored to do that.
I think so.
You know, if you put a fireman's boot out there and say, you know, this is what we're looking at, and, you know, I think people would be very pleased and honored to throw a couple bucks in, because I would chip in a heartbeat. I think you'd find people, that would give people a chance to say, you know, what can I do for him? Thank you.
And that would be a retirement gift that he would really appreciate.
Yes, that would be a phenomenal gift, and write down what it's gonna go to.
and don't put this in the paper, but if it comes up short, someone will see that he goes.
It rises to the top. Good.
Thank you.
Thank you, great idea.
Now, what's the paper gonna say?
That was it, yeah.
I'm not sad.
You gotta buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta buy
She's
it.
extremely accurate, so whatever you said is what it's gonna say.
Where have you been? I mean,
Yeah.
we thought you
We're
moved.
so short-staffed. They
Ah.
have me covering all
I see.
sorts of things I wouldn't usually cover, so.
Well, you're welcome anytime, thank you.
Thank you, yeah. I like coming here, so.
Monday, she's gonna be busy. She's coming to my house to read the paper to me.
Yeah. Lucky her.
I get the camera.
Adjourn. Motion?
I make a motion to adjourn.
There you go, so you know what your job is, there you go, all in favor. Just gonna tell you that, Dave, thank you.
Did-
No, I was waiting.